And I want to bring up our first guest. She's a terrifically talented individual. She's a vivacious gal with a great set of pipes. And she's a classically trained pianist. She runs some old-fashioned piano parties that we're going to talk about. She has a great storytelling show that is celebrating 6 years coming up in January. We're just thrilled about that. And she's also in the Huffington Post with her cat, which I think is the pinnacle of modern celebrity. So please put your hands together for Leslie Goshko. Leslie.
Is this, into the mic I speak.
It's very into the mic, very intimate. We're doing close-up magic tonight.
I'll speak loud too.
Good. Well, you know how to project. You're classically trained.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to be.
It took years.
It did. You were classically trained as a piano player.
Yeah, I was.
And what's involved in playing the piano? I don't mean, on a basic level, is it remembering where the keys are, or you get a sense of how music is happening? But are you thinking about it constantly?
You're just thinking about how lonely you are. that's the only reason you're like 6 at a piano bench. No one plays with me. No.
I think I'd be pretty good at it then.
Yeah, I bet you seem to have a very natural musical bent. I saw you dancing.
Yeah, I got a couple of moves.
That can't be taught.
No.
That's Amadeus.
It's
right
in
there.
It comes straight out
yeah.
of Zeus's head. But now, I'm so excited to meet you. I've always felt like we'd have a great kinship together once we got things going.
I'm so excited.
And you're married?
Unless you don't want me to be. This whole thing.
Those sometimes don't last, so we'll see how things go.
Are you're single?
I am. I'm on many sites out there, so you can find my profile.
I think I will.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Look it up.
Look you up.
Please do.
And
don't tell the hubby. Do you have to sneak around a lot around him?
Do I have to? Do I want to?
Right, I know.
It's one of those. The chicken or the egg.
You got to keep it interesting. How long have you been married?
We just celebrated 10 years.
Wow, congratulations.
It's not working out.
Yeah, no, I can see it. It's probably reaching its natural endpoint. But now you were just at a honeymoon, is that true?
Yeah, we eloped. So we never had a wedding or a honeymoon. And it only took 10 years to go to Mexico. 10 years.
Sometimes that he's not a wealthy guy.
No.
No, that's okay. You got to save for the big trips.
Yeah. Or just find a new man.
I like your thinking.
Like
but this is going much better than I thought it would. Better than most days go, honestly. Pretty much any conversation I have. But now, and your mother was in town too?
Yeah, you do your research, you.
Well, I do.
You got all the facts right. You said my name right. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, people do the Les.
They really stress
Leslie.
it. Yeah. Well, the last name you got too.
Oh.
I get a lot of weird stuff with that.
Yeah, like what?
Goshko.
Oh,
so
that's
it's Les Goshko. Sexy, but not my name.
I think I ran into her in San Francisco.
Maybe at Penn Station.
Possibly. There might be sadder places than Penn Sushi. Perhaps, I think, like maybe a gas station in Alabama that's just like for teen prostitutes and truckers.
Yeah.
Maybe Mitch McConnell's trouser drawer.
You've put some thought into it.
Might be another sad place.
Yeah.
Other than that. But, so it went well with your mom being here?
Yeah.
She saw your show?
Bless you.
Thank you so much.
Outstanding.
I know, right on.
Is that her? Is that your mom come?
She had never been to New York, and she hasn't seen me perform in like 13 years. So it was like a big deal. And I was terrified. I wanted to throw up every day. And every minute of every day because I have a filthy mouth.
Yeah.
So I was nervous.
But it went okay, and she saw you perform. You did one of your old-fashioned piano parties.
I did. She came and she came to a Sideshow Goshko. She came to an old-fashioned piano party, and she still likes me.
And what is an old-fashioned piano party other than it is just that? You've named it aptly, I guess.
It's
you playing piano.
It's me playing piano, and I tell like some anecdotes and stories in between. It's basically like I can't fit everyone in my living room, so we get drunk and sing songs at this jazz club in the West Village.
But that's also like a Cafe Carlisle or something, right? You're taking up that tradition.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Now that Elaine Stritch is out of the way.
You move on up.
Moving on up.
You have something to do with that? I get her out there to Michigan and see what happens.
Yeah,
right? Isn't that where she went? Family in Michigan?
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Bought a house there.
And one of the things that you did recently, you talked about, you do a medley of songs, and we posted it on there, but you did a medley of songs of 80s TV themes.
Yeah.
Because you were a lonely child.
I was a lonely child, and my parents didn't raise me. They set me in front of a TV.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with a kid, because they end up being comedians in a basement. Not as nice as that. This is one of the nicer basements I've been in.
Well.
They have tables here.
That's true. The table budget is vast.
Spared at no expense.
Yep.
Yeah, I did a medley for the parents that raised me, the TV.
Right, and one of the great songs that you did is one that always brings a tear to my eye. It's always one that I just felt a special, affinity for. I always thought about it, and when you were singing it there, it brought up a lot of emotion for me. Which is, of course, the theme from Diff'rent Strokes.
Yeah.
And about the rich fella that takes in the two kids who have nothing.
Yeah.
And I wondered,
It's a Christ metaphor.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I just thought it was like, because I took in my pregnant niece and then her daughter, so I feel like I'm the Conrad Bain, Mr. Drummond.
Yeah, or Christ.
Or Christ. I had never thought of it that way.
Think about it. It could open up a world for you.
Well, let's come back to Christ. But can you, not here, not all of us, I just mean, we'll, as a subject matter.
Gotcha.
That's not what the intention of this is. But could we do it together? Could we sing that song?
Yeah. Do you know all the words? I haven't done it in a long time.
Let's sing it together, and I bet this whole audience will be weeping.
Maybe they can join in too.
Sure, if you know the words, join in. If you don't know the words, just stay quiet. It's not your place.
Oh, our duet. This is nice.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you might not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Got some bucks to it. And along come two, they got nothing but the genes. And it takes different strokes. It takes different strokes. It takes different strokes to the world. Yes, it does.
Look at that! We never even practiced that.
I love it. But when it was such a great era. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
It didn't show. But that era of television, too, was just, I think, a golden age for people you wanted to spend time with.
Yeah.
They created all the vast world, and, of course, you go from All in the Family to the Jeffersons, and I think Arnold showed up as a nephew of Jefferson, and then he was on there with Penny from Good Times. Janet Jackson, she showed up. Edna Garrett goes upstate. She starts the school for the girls, and it all comes together. It was like this world building.
That was amazing to watch your beautiful mind just then.
They were all my friends. They were all my friends. I didn't have a lot going on. Well, anyhow, not like now.
Not like now. Now we're all among friends.
But it truly was fantastic, wasn't it? Now today, Carrie Matheson, no thank you.
No.
I don't need to spend time with you.
No.
Not interested.
We'll live in the past.
And so those are going well, and then the storytelling show is Sideshow Goshko.
Yeah.
And that happens at the Communist Bar down there, downtown?
The reddest bar in the East Village, the KGB bar.
Yeah.
In the East, yeah.
You people have been there. Some
Communism. So we're the fourth Thursday of every month there, and 6 years in January.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And just as I said, we want to come back to this Christ issue because you went to a very religious school. You went to Oral Roberts University.
How do you know this?
Which, incidentally, I've always thought Oral was such a good name for a religious figure.
Right.
Been saved by Oral. Oral saved me.
We used to have a joke at the school.
I bet you did.
We'd say, what do you call two gay men named Bob? Oral Roberts.
I see. That probably went over pretty well
Yeah,
down there.
not so much.
But there is a lot of laying of hands and speaking of tongues and handling snakes. It's very sexual.
It is. It's very erotic.
I think the Methodists are probably our first great sex cult.
Yeah, except they make you sign a contract there. I don't know, it might have changed since I've been there.
Yeah.
But when you go to school there, you have to sign a contract saying like you won't have sex. So there's a lot of like, all that stuff,
Yeah.
and then you just gotta hold it in.
You had to hold it in.
Hold it in like
That's
a
the
long
term
bathroom
for it.
break.
Yeah.
It's just.
But then afterwards, were you just sexually very active?
How active do you want me to be?
No. Just a legitimate question.
Well, I've been married forever.
Yeah.
So
you got right into it.
Yeah. He's a lucky man.
Yeah,
That one.
I guess so. With such an experienced woman. Well, that's terrific. That's terrific. Again, 10 years is a good amount of time. That's great.
Yeah.
That'd be good. And but was there some great lesson that you derived from that experience down there with the Bible thumping?
Yeah. Like it's not a really good way to live. Like alcohol is amazing. You should try it. Relationships are fun. You should try them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember a lot of my 20s. I'll put it that way. Like once I got out, it was like, pwah. It's like when The Wizard of Oz, like it's Technicolor, and you're like, ah.
Yeah. What's this whole world?
It's oh my God. There's motored transportation. It's crazy. Crazy. All kinds of things.
It's a whole world
Yeah.
out there that you discovered. I would have liked to have been there with you
Aw.
at that moment where you just, oh my gosh. look at
And
that.
if you were
What's
just right there,
Yeah, that would
it
have
could have
been-
been a whole different.
You would have gone on a different path.
A whole different
But now, and finally, you've done something I think that's very brave because I suffer from extreme animal allergies. But you have a cat.
I have a cat. I went to the allergist today. That's why I had to wear my long sleeves because my arms are all swollen.
And so you have severe allergies as well, and yet you have this cat,
Yeah.
Tater.
Tater.
Yeah, a good-looking white cat.
He got there's a site called FuzzFeed. I didn't know, and he got
Of
named one of the
course there is.
prettiest cats around.
Oh,
I didn't know.
wow.
Someone said that. Yeah.
Let's give it up. Let's give it. Does that take a lot of work?
The cat?
Just keeping him good-looking.
Yeah. Well, I give him a lot of praise.
Yeah.
Not, I learned from my parents' mistakes, and I channeled
A
it
lot of attention.
into my cat.
And yet, when you go to the allergy place, you live tweet the allergist thing.
Yeah, I did that today.
And talking about the great TV shows, that seems like it would be a good cast of characters to generate for a sitcom.
It would. There's fiery Latinas who are the receptionists.
Yeah.
And they bust my balls. And then I have it's just a crazy bunch there.
And it's always hashtag what?
Allergist live tweet #exploitator.
Exploitator for the cat.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Exploit.
hashtag space. You got to keep the rest of the
It
time
is,
the tweet
it is.
short.
I only live tweet it really on my Facebook because I can't fit it in 140 characters.
Well, I always love when you go there. I just, well, she's got an allergy appointment.
Yeah,
I better
do.
settle in.
I do. It's
And what?
it's an event.
It really is.
I have to do it for the rest of my life now,
It's
and
a
I
real commitment.
never go to the doctors. Yeah.
Well, and so when is the next show coming up for you at the KGB?
So, well, funny you mention. So both of ours fall on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
So they're closed. So it's a little wonky. So those dates are in flux, but you can mark the fourth Thursday in January, which I believe is the 22nd, and that's our big blowout 6-year anniversary,
That's the one.
which is going to be banana pants.
That'll be great. And that's a Sideshow Goshko.
Sideshow Goshko at KGB.
That's great. Well, I hope that we have another chance to talk about some
I would
things.
you don't know how much I was looking forward to this today.
I was elated all day, walking on clouds.
I was gonna buy you a pumpkin. I had this all planned, and I was gonna draw your glasses on there, and I was gonna bring you a gift.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get to the pumpkin, and then I was walking by this bar, and then I saw they had some, and I was gonna steal some, and I was like, no, they're gonna think I'm a drunk girl. It was a big thing, but I wanted to bring you a gift.
Oh.
So I brought you me. I brought you my heart.
That is a beautiful gift, and
It's a little warm. barn, but
You know, sometimes a gift is actually just nice without somebody telling you were going to get a gift. They say it's the thought that counts, but if you express, you're like, oh, I was going to buy you flowers because that seemed like a really nice thing to do, but I didn't. It's a little bit of a letdown, and I wouldn't advise it. Yes, help yourself to a Werther's if you like.
Oh,
but we'll talk another time. That'd be great.
thank
I'd love
you
to
so
have
much
back.
for having me.
Leslie
You're looking-
Goshko, everybody.